Welcome back
to Marriage Beyond the Veil. Well, it's the holidays, and this time of year can bring a lot of different emotions. It can be joyous.
Yes.
It can be exciting.
It can.
But it's also can be sad.
And depressing.
Yeah. And what I wanted to talk about is how to navigate that with your loved one. And we suffered a major loss this year in our family. And, thinking about the holidays has been a little daunting, to be honest with you. It really has. But I wanted to suggest the Ministry of Presence.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, unpack that for those who may not understand what that is.
So the Ministry of Presence is basically just being there when someone is going through something. You really don't have to say anything, but it's just making yourself in your presence there, being available to them in the physical. Maybe sometimes just sitting there and say, hey, let's watch a movie, or, even thinking of something different that you can do throughout the holiday season that would not remind them of the person that they lost.
Well, when people are going through some of the most challenging, difficult times of their lives, most painful, they don't necessarily need you to fix it. They don't need you to tell them what to do or what not to do, but just knowing that they are not there by themselves. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about that ministry of presence, you may just be sitting in the corner. You may mm-hmm. not be, adding anything or whatever, but you're there. And so it could be so comforting, so reassuring. Now, just the contrary, if you're there and you feel the need to try to interject and that's when you more times than not get into situations where you exacerbate the situation for someone. Because let's take a death. You never know what, quote unquote, the right thing is to say. But you can never say the wrong thing if you keep your mouth shut.
That's true.
And that's where the ministry of presence is just instrumental, because the person realizes, okay, I'm not going through this by myself. But they don't have somebody that may be making things more challenging, even though they may be trying to help.
Right. And what I've learned as a coach, and this is something that I utilize almost every day, is how can I assist you in this moment? And if he were to say, I don't need anything, okay, well, I'm just going to be over here.
And that's it. Find out what the individual needs. And if they know what they need, they'll let you know. If they don't know, then don't push it. But just as you said, well, just know that I'm here with you. And if you need me, let me know.
And one of the things that I've seen with the Ministry of Presence is that you just be sitting there, and then all of a sudden, they might start talking about a memory or an experience or even how they're feeling.
So please do not underestimate the impact, the incredible impact of just being there with somebody in their midnight hour, in their challenging time, and understand how valuable that is. Oftentimes, even when people are going through the most tragic, challenging things, they don't want you to tell them anything or how to fix it.
Or how to feel.
Mm-hmm. Because that's going to be organic, and there may not be any way, quote unquote, to fix it. Mm-mm. They just have to grow through what they go through. Yeah. So, until tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Have a great evening.